Welcome to week 2 of your Third Age Women's Wellness workout exercises. Here we go. So we're going to start with a little bit of hula. So just to warm up those hips, you're just moving in one direction and then the other direction. You're going to do a shoulder stretch, so wrapping around, pat yourself on the back and take hold of that elbow. You're going to try to broaden the back shoulders and breathe into that space. And go ahead and do the other side. Repeating again, remember to breathe and broaden out the back shoulders. Okay, we're going to do a quadricep stretch, so stretching the front of the thigh. You don't want to have the thigh reaching forward or too far back, but you want to have some parallel positioning of the thighs and the front body, not leaning too much forward, so keeping the body up tall. You can grab onto your ankle, your pant leg, or your shin. And the standing leg is a little bit bent, so not locking that one out. And showing you the alternative version of using a strap to help support you. If you can't reach back and grab onto that leg, then you're going to use a strap to help get you there. And again, working on the same ideas, not locking out the standing leg and keeping the legs in parallel with one another. Remember to breathe and relax your shoulder. Okay, moving into a hamstring stretch, or stretch of perhaps you might be tight in the calves, the back of the legs. So you can start up holding the chair and not locking out the knees. You can work your way down to the rungs of the chair, the bed of the chair. You could even come to a block resting on the floor or a book. And we'll just take the mid-range version here. Hips are square to the front. Go ahead and stand up nice and slow, nice and steady, and then switching sides. So again, you can take the version of the upper chair, the sides of the chair, the bed of the chair, and even heading down to the block on its various different levels, or even down to the floor. Again, going to where you feel comfortable. The legs are never locked out. There's a little bit of bend there. And then rising up slow. Okay, I'm going to start to move a little bit more here. I'm going to take a lift, lunge, and step back with a bicep curl. So you're just going to stay with that one side with the hip lunge or lift up, and then the step back. And if you need a chair, you're going to use that version of just the bicep curl with one arm and then hold onto the chair with the other. And here we go, a minute's worth. Lift up, lunge back. Lift up, lunge back. This might be your inhale, this might be your exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you need a little bit extra resistance, you could put small hand weights in your hands to give a little bit more challenge. So maybe the first week you're doing it without, and then as you feel stronger, then you can add a little bit of hand weights, or even soup cans work as well. When you're lunging back, you could take a smaller step and do a lesser lift if that would feel better for your body. So you don't have to do these big, broad lunges. You could do mini ones. Remembering that no matter what you're doing something, which is better than nothing. Good, so got 1 minute in there, and so we'll head to the other side and do the same thing. inhaling and exhaling. And again, you can do mini versions too. You don't have to do the big lift and lunge. Take it how you'd like to this week. Maybe next week will be different. When you're lunging, you're trying to keep that front knee in line with your foot, so it's not going to roll in or out. You could always pick up the tempo too. You don't have to go at the steady rate. You could be quick and vigorous. Get your heart rate up a little bit more and start sweating. That's really the idea here. So we're going to head into a biceps curl. You want to have your feet about hip width apart. Now don't let the knees roll in. I'll show you the side version. So the wrist stays in neutral. You don't want it flexed in or extended out. It's going to stay in neutral. So you're going to do 3 bicep curls and 3 triceps extensions. Knees stay a little bit bent. You could do little mini ones. You don't have to do big, broad ones. And here we go. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 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 exhale. So always exhaling on the force. You notice the bum is untucked, so not tucked under, so keeping the pelvic floor open, working those legs at the same time we're working those arms. You can always take it at a slower pace too. You don't have to go speedy version. Okay, go ahead and rest. Shake it off if you need to. Stretch a little bit, get those triceps moving, biceps, chest. Again, about a 15-second or so rest time. Heading into jumping jacks, getting a little bit of agility and balance here. And a little bit of bone strength as we do this version as well with the chair. Leg out to the side, arm out to the side, so you choose. If you'd like to do full jumping jack or if you'd like to do the chair version, either one. Bringing back the jumping jack. If your arms get tired, you can rest your hands on your hips or you can just rest the legs and move the arms. Always alternative options. So don't feel you have to stop the exercise completely. You just do a little moderation here and a little modification here. Breathing out as you land. So we can protect those pelvic floors, learning how to get them stronger when we do forceful motions. Okay. Gonna head into side back steps with the band. So it's a kick back and a kick back, kick back, kick back. Okay, you can also use the chair to help support you. So it's a kick back and a kick back. You could also do this exercise without the band if it feels like too much at this time. You could always just do just do the leg motion without the band. The band adds challenge and resistance. Have your hands on your hips if you need a little bit more stability. You could do a little walk back if you have a little bit more space to move about. You can take it a little bit slower. And get those hip muscles stronger. Really powerful muscles for getting up and off the toilet, in and out of a chair, up and down stairs. All right, heading into a lunge walk with some bicep curls. And lunge. You want that knee not to roll out to the or into the side, but keep it in line with your foot. Maybe do this down the hallway, or if you have a sidewalk out front of your house, you don't mind exercising outside. And you can also do this one just standing, so static lunges with the chair support if you find that your balance is just a bit off. What I've also had clients do is to use a cane or a stick to help them do this one as well. So if you have a cane or a stick, you can use that to help support you while you're doing the lunge walk as well. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, drop, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Minding your breath, it's going to help you protect your pelvic floor and get you to use your abdominal muscles. So you can do just little mini lunges. You don't have to go real deep. Remember your breathing. If you want more challenge, you can put hand weights in your hands to give a little bit more resistance, or soup cans work well too. All right, we got bonus mode here, a little bit of boxing. I don't claim to be a boxer or have any techniques. You can take it fast and vigorous. You can do it slower. You can just keep your feet on the floor. So we're going to do 30 seconds going with one arm, one leg forward, and then we'll switch it up. So here we go, 30 seconds, right leg forward, right arm punching. Oh yeah, I could not punch anybody out with that move. A little bit slower version, just with the legs being still, and then popping back in. And you might want to just do these back and forth. Take it a little bit slower, then take it a bit more vigorous. And then we'll switch it up. So that was 30 seconds on the other side. A little bit slower version. Leaving the legs, just using the arms, and then back to using both. All right, that's it for this week. Go ahead and stretch and breathe and take a few moments to relax.